What is up, guys? The LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 3 of my MLB 17 The Show Legends Fantasy Draft franchise. Now, in today's episode, we will be going up against the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, I discussed this in my other fantasy draft franchise. The way I'm going to be running things is by playing 2 games of every single month. That way, so once we get to the playoffs, we already have about 10 episodes. Then when we get through playoffs, we'll probably have 15 to 25 episodes, depending on how far we go in playoffs. So that's kind of the idea. So we're going to have our second legend on the mound, and Jack McDowell. I wasn't quite able to see who the Brewers have on the mound on this game, but regardless of any of that, here's a quick look at my lineup. Here's a quick look at there. Some of the main guys in the lineup obviously being like Kyle Schwarber, Starling Marte, Ernie Banks. On that note, if you guys did not pay attention and you guys do like to be kept in on topic with baseball, and you guys are not aware of this, Starling Marte just got suspended for like 60 to 80 games or something like that for PED uses. So if you guys are a Pirates fan, I'm going to apologize to you guys for that one. In fact, I have a really close friend of mine who's a Pirates fan, and he's absolutely hating his life right now just because Marte has been suspended for 80 games or so. So obviously, it's too bad for all Pirates fans out there and anybody who just likes watching some quality baseball players play. But either way, we're coming out here. You see, I'm going to show you guys the first inning here out of our boy here, Jack McDowell. Now, on the first pitch of the game, they are going to go first pitch swinging. I believe that is Starling Marte up to bat. He's going to knock one over to left field. That's an easy catch for my left fielder to get under. Now the second batter of the game, we're going to throw this one high and outside. He's going to pop this one up right behind the catcher's head, and he's going to get up there, get our second out of the inning. Now for the third out of the inning, here is Ernie Banks up to bat. You see that 1-2 count. Let's see what we can do here, and we are going to go legend v legend, and this time Jack McDowell will be winning as he is going to strike out Ernie Banks. So here in the bottom of the first, we're going to try to get something going for ourselves. We have a very good lineup. I believe Rod Cruz batting close to 400 on the season up to this point. He's having a phenomenal season. Then right here we have Ken Griffey Sr., who's also had a great impact on our team ever since we got him before opening day in the first episode. Obviously, if you guys watched that one in the first gameplay episode, obviously he hit a home run on opening day right after we got him. And talking about hitting home runs, his son is going to do the exact same thing right now. Opposite field power from Ken Griffey Jr., and that will be his first hit of the series, I believe. I don't think he got any hits in that first episode that I showed you guys with him. But in this second episode, you're going to see him make quite an impact. But it won't be just him. The man behind him in the batting lineup will also make a huge impact this game. In fact, he'll have one of the best games I've ever had out of anybody in the MLB The Show game. So you see Ken Griffey Jr. here in only 6 games this season, already hit 4 home runs. So he's obviously having a great start to the season. But like I said, Ralph Kiner right here is going to also have a great game, as he's going to follow up Ken Griffey Jr. by saying, whatever you can do, I can do better, by drilling this ball to straightaway center field, the furthest part of the ballpark, and drilling it way over that center field wall. So that is going to give us a quick little 2-0 lead off of a pair of back-to-back home runs from Ken Griffey Jr. and Ralph Kiner. So you see him rounding the base. It's obviously a great way to start the game. Personally, I like getting most of my runs off of like multiple hits, but I'm not going to complain if we're hitting home runs either. I just think that if you get multiple hits and you score runs that way, you're more likely to kind of get a feel for the game and kind of get a feel for the pitches. But regardless of that, I'm not going to complain about knocking some home runs and knocking some runs in. So right there you see we're going to fly out in the first inning, but we're going to move on here. I believe this is the third inning. So you see Rod Cruz going to fly out, Ken Griffey Sr. back up to bat, trying to make up for that first at-bat, and he's going to do so right here. He's going to drill one to right field, and this ball is going to sail out of the ballpark. So that's going to be the third home run of the day for us, and Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. have both happened to hit home runs this game. Absolutely phenomenal performance from that father-son duo that we were able to combine on this team. And once again, you see that guy every single time we hit a home run. You see him holding up that sign every single time. He's really getting a lot of national publicity today for holding up that sign. So either way, you see right there, we're going to now be up 3-0. Ken Griffey Jr. is going to try to follow up in his dad's footsteps with this at-bat right here. And maybe not quite as productive as a home run, but regardless of any of that, he is still going to be able to get a hit right there by knocking it back up the middle. And he'll be on first base for Ralph Kiner to hit another home run. This one a no-doubter. I think his home run celebration is so savage. The way he just drops the bat and just starts walking. I absolutely love it. Now, pay close attention though. That's Ralph Kiner's second home run of the day. But wink wink, he may not be finished for the rest of the day. He's having like I said, one of the best performances I've had out of a player in a franchise mode. You'll just see he's having a great game so far. So with 2 home runs today, he's going to have his 4th of the season right there, tying up, I believe, with Ken Griffey Jr. on that one. So we got some pretty big home run hitters. When you think about it, 6 games in, have 2 hitters that both have 4 home runs each. That means they're averaging a home run every game and a half or so. A very, very outstanding performance from each of them. That's a very high home run ratio. But either way, like I said, I like getting multiple hits to try to score my runs. So we're going to try doing that right here. You see we got first and second, only 1 out. Let's see what we can do. We're going up to bat here. We're going to drill this one. It looks like it's going to be right in between center and right field though. So we figure we're just going to tag up with Dave Bichette. Little did we know though, their center fielder had an absolute cannon of an arm, and he's going to throw me out at third base. So you see it's now 5-0. We're going to do whatever we can though to try to tack on some more runs. Now, don't worry, I do end up upping the difficulty after this game. The difficulty is actually the same as it always is in this franchise. It just happens to be that this team is so good that I'm just destroying teams because of how great all the players are. So you see after a full swing, basically bunt, from Ken Griffey Jr. It's going to be first and second, and they are both going to advance to second and third base for Ralph Kiner to come up to bat. Ralph Kiner obviously having a great day, 2 home runs to this point. Sadly, he won't get his third one right here, but it's still good enough to get a nice little sacrifice fly, good enough to move Ken Griffey Jr. over to third, and Ken Griffey Sr. will be able to score. So it's now a man on third base with only 1 out. All we need to do is put the ball in play, and Dave Bichette is going to be able to do just that. They're going to fire it on over to first. So that'll be the second out of the inning, but regardless of that, he did his job because Ken Griffey Jr. will come home to score to give us that 7-0 lead. But we're still going to try to tack on some more offense. Right here, we're going to line one right back up the middle. And so we are going to be on first base there. And we are going to have, I believe it is Francisco Cervelli up to bat, but he is going to knock this one over to the shortstop. A nice easy play for him. He's going to just turn it on over to second base, as that will be the third out of the inning. But like I said, we are not done. We had an absolute field day today. You see right here, Ken Griffey Sr. is going to go up to bat, but sadly, nothing going from him. He's going to fly out in a foul territory, but Ken Griffey Jr. is going to try to follow him up and do something a little bit better, and he will be able to do just that. He's going to knock one off the first baseman, and that will be Ken Griffey Jr.'s second infield hit of the day. But like I said, Ralph Kiner is not done yet. 2 home runs on the day, I believe close to 5 RBIs already. He's going to knock home his 3rd home run of the day right here to knock home Ken Griffey Jr. once again. So that pairing of Ken Griffey Jr. and Ralph Kiner is really coming out to work for me right now, as we're just drilling bombs out of the stadium right now. Ralph Kiner, 3rd home run of the day. Now we have a new fan holding up the exact same sign. So I guess a group of like 5 to 10 friends all went home, decided to make the exact same Blue Jays sign, and all come to the game with them. And we've hit so many home runs that luckily all of them were able to get recognized. So right there's already 1 out on the inning. You see Dave Bichette's going to ground out to third base right there to give them their 2nd out of the inning. And then right here, I believe this Alex Bregman is going to be coming up to bat, flying out to the right fielder, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. But either way, we're up 9-0. An absolutely phenomenal job from Jack McDowell is going to put us in a situation where it's to the top of the 9th, 9-0, and McDowell is fighting right now to get that complete game shutout. So it's 9-0. You see, he's going to strike out the first batter. Second batter comes to the bat. He's going to drill him back up the middle, and that will be a single. Sadly, we had an 0-2 count there, so a good chance to try to strike him out, but not a very good pitch for McDowell. But I'm not fully concerned. I do not take him out of the game because I do trust that with his stuff and how good he's been pitching this game, we should be fine to get out of this inning regardless of giving up a hit right there. So you see right there, he's going to line out to or fly out to the left fielder. So that's going to be the 2nd out of the inning. And then for the 3rd out of the inning, he is going to ground on over to first. A phenomenal diving grab from Pedro Alvarez. He's going to fire it on over to first. And that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. So there we go. We're going to walk out of here with a 9-0 victory. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Really excited there to get another win there. I believe that now puts us at 4-3. So if you guys enjoyed, please click that like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of this episode and everything that's been going on in it. And all your opinions of this series and everything that I can do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. And lastly, subscribe if you have not already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching and all the support you've been showing on this series. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.